In tonight's episode, the tension between Phoenix Wright and the malicious Edgeworth gets taken to the next level as Edgeworth lays a trap for our beloved hero. The investigations continue and the murder suspects continue to be questioned in Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, Part 9. Well, greetings ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We just had a wonderful little tete-a-tete with the mysterious Miss May in the courtroom. She refused to answer questions for about half an hour, but finally we were able to crack her and get the judge on our side. But she has suggested evidence that means that she cannot possibly be the killer, but we still have not got down to the reasons why she was actually tapping the victim in the first place. So let us get right back into the case and find out what is going on.
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Mayor Fay, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the burner somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something, some sort of miracle. This is normally when Mayor says something. Well, I reckon we call the Bellboy as a witness because we haven't seen him for a while, and he's the only one really that can put a shadow of doubt on what she said about getting the drink at a certain time. The defence would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
Objection. I object to calling in the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
It might make my client look guilty, and also because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing.
Yeah.
However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition? This trial is nuts. They're not actually interested in getting to the bottom of the truth. They're just blocking each other all the time.
If April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Mayor Fay. That is my condition.
What an awful condition. What an awful pair of lawyers. What an awful way of setting up a trial. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Mayor will be declared guilty on the spot.
Yeah, because that's how justice works.
What should I do? Well, we can't just give up, because that would be basically saying that she's guilty anyway. So let's accept the condition. And if all else fails, Mayor goes to jail, and that's right. Because we didn't really know her anyway, and she didn't want us as her lawyer, so it's kind of her own fault. All right, I've got nothing to lose except for everything. No, nothing. There's nothing on the line here for me. She didn't even hire me as her lawyer. Understood. I accept your condition, and I've mysteriously stopped sweating.
Fool, you fell right into my trap.
I'm still standing here with my finger out like a numpty. I'm gonna pose until the bellboy gets here.
Hang on, wait. Well, very well. This court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
Well, I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Hello, yes sir. I've brought you a nice cup of tea while you're interviewing me, okay? I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm always happy to be of service, and if If you need any sugar or biscuits with that, then you just let me know.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. Here is my testimony of me, the bellboy. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel. I've been in the business for 4 generations now, and I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May, and she asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, and I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Hang on. I think there's an issue here, because surely she was actually watching the murder at that time, not actually receiving her thing. I can't remember what time the murder took place now. I have to check it out. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder somehow, May will be finished. Okay, the stakes couldn't be less dramatic. But here we go. Well, he probably is the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, unless, of course, he's in on it too, which is possible. I believe that I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Well, that's probably true. Let me just go to the court record and remind myself what time the murder was. Oh, I don't know if we actually have anything on that tells us about what time the actual case was. Broken nightstand, blah blah blah. Well, I still think the big problem... Let's press her on this. Why 9 p.m. on the dot? 9 p.m. on the dot, you say? Yes, sir. I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the telly, and she wished to drink after she finished it, sir. 9 p.m., the time of the murder. Well, he probably did bring it at precisely the requested time, but she couldn't have given it to the guest herself, because she was watching the crime. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. I pride myself on being able to tell when I've actually seen a person or not. It's one of my little talents. Absolutely. Yes, sir, absolutely, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. I'm quite an endearing chap, you see. Finger time! So how come you're so very certain? Whoa, what happened to his face? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favoured me with an embarrasser, sir. An embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, but not a French kiss. More of a little peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour and endearing way of saying absolutely, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. There's some punctuation while I think of my next question. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? No, hang on. What about the fact he can't have seen the thing at the same time? Let me make my point, man.
Disc. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination there.
It was a bit tedious. Without a girl on the stand, it really was rather dull. The witness may leave the stand. No, don't let him leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Let's protest. There's issues here. Wait. Please wait.
Yes? Whoa, someone's shouting at me. I'm not used to this. I'm going to kick your ass. Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. I haven't had to ask any questions for quite a long time now, so why should he get to do some? This charade of justice has gone along long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you just one more question. That's all.
Okay, phew, just about got to go with that one, but this is really it now. This is my last chance, the last question with the last witness before the last train home, for my last drink before bed. What do I ask him about? What? Ask him about check-in, room service, or bed making. Why would I ask him about bed making? Have we been given any clues on any of this kind of stuff at all? I don't think so. Let's have a look through the profiles. He's a bellboy at the Gatorwater Hotel. No other things there. Blah, blah, blah. She says she saw the murder. That guy. Him, her, dead person, alive person. Man! Well, the bed wouldn't have anything to do with the kind of the scene of this particular crime, so it's not going to be anything to do with that. I don't think it'd be anything to do with the department store. There's the wiretap, but no, there's no questions to do with that. Glass shards. Well, the check-in could be to do with when the lady checked into the hotel. But it's got to be to do with the room service. It's got to be to do with the drink that he brought her. I don't see why bed making would have anything to do with anything. Okay. Because I can't really see the relevance of the others, it's got to be the room service. Oh, I am actually genuinely a little bit tense doing this. Cross your fingers, people. Room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir. Okay, well, at exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, I recall. I see. Was it good coffee? Yeah. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know, and we don't skimp on the... Oh, for two? We don't skimp on the ice, sir. Maybe I've got something. What did he say? What did you say? That's an Ace Attorney, he man who thinks before he speaks, quite literally. What did you say? Quite. Bellboy. Oh, sorry, that was his voice. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I'm going to ask this question from another universe so it echoes around your brain.
I object. That was objectionable. I don't really know what's going on. Objection overruled. This witness will answer the question.
Oh, yes, I see. That wasn't an answer. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask if anyone else was staying there. Nice try, biatch. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, well, yes, quite indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who was... What? He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir.
What? I'm going to suck your eyeballs out through your nose. You fool.
Well, this is all a little bit dramatic, isn't it? I've done it! I've won! The screen's gone black. Someone's knocked me unconscious. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? No, that's right, sir. Aha! Well, Your Honour, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who is this other person?
Simple. It was...
Well, the other person can't be Miss April May because it already is Miss April May. The bellboy wouldn't have been staying in the room because he brought them tea, so it must be the man with Miss May, but I don't really understand that. It seems a very bizarre question.
The man who checked in with Miss May.
You've managed to answer that perfectly inane and stupid question.
Your Honour, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? For what? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Upstart, little blue-suited, spiky-haired moron, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough, you two. Stop discussing tailors and scrapping over Gucci versus Armani. The court acknowledges the defence's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Miss Mayfair. That rhymes. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. So now I'm going to sew it to my toe. The poem was good at the beginning. Court is adjourned. Come back. Start date, September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 1. So we're just outside the door. Brilliant.
Oh, Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there!
Really?
Yeah, I think I might be your newest fan. Do you have a computer game I could buy?
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. I think I've seen him in one of those Twilight movies, and I think he's a little bit sexy.
What? No. You should watch my movie, Phoenix Wright. Look it up on YouTube.
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips and deep voice, it sends shivers up my spine.
Well, if you say so, I suppose he was rather hot, but that's not really what it's about now, is it?
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, you're still on trial for murder. I don't think so, not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I've got a great lead in today's trial. We just need to find a man who will confess to the murder, and then everything's fine.
A lead? Like a dog?
Yes, lie like a dog with a lead. That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention centre now. I may have to go down there later. I'm sure she'll really want to speak to me again. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who killed my...
Maybe so, but if he is, I'll get him.
my sis?
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I'll promise.
I'm counting on you, and if you don't find him, I'll beat you with a clock.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that really got left on the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I wonder if that will be linked to that picture of the case. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention centre, and it's up to me to get her free.
To be continued.
Continue on to the next part? Yeah, well, we've got 9 minutes left of this video, so let's do it. Let's get investigating.
Stardate, September the 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room.
Well, hello! I'm so absolutely delighted to see you after putting me in the detention center! I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this, but it's nice they've given me the same guard as the murderer. It's really quite moving.
Nat! You stinking lawyer! I hope you die! Have you come to laugh?
Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May.
No, not really. I was thinking about doing that a week from Tuesday, but there was something I wanted to ask.
Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. In case you have forgotten, I never really answer questions.
Do you remember?
Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again, with the name calling. You can't not like my hair. That's impossible. It's outstanding. Everyone wants my hair, and it's not spiky, it's layered. Please, you're scaring the security guard. Look at him. He's all bent out of shape, shaking, quivering, sweating, condensing. See?
So, what is it you wish to ask of me then,
Well, for starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Okay, let's examine her. Oh, no, sadly we're not allowed to examine her. Let's look at the guard. This guard monitors the visitors' room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. We've seen this room before. We've really... Oh, or maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. Actually, that was new. So let's, again, check the camera again. Smile for the camera. Okay, so there's nothing interesting in the room. Back. Let's talk to her. I want to know about the man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Tricky customer, this one. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap, maybe. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds like so cold, so criminal.
Tapping people's phones is probably a crime in most of America and wherever we are now.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Little creep, telling me what's a crime and what's not.
This woman is impossible to talk to. She's almost annoying as me. So therefore, I'm going to call you a stupid fool. Say, why are you so crazy? I mean, you don't look like a crazy person, but then you speak in double standards and quite clearly, you're insane.
Oh, that does it, you bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer.
Bottom? No, I don't bottom feed. That's weird. I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or bottoms? or just against me? Well, it looks like we're going to have to go and find some evidence before she's going to crack. Unless I have some evidence to make her crack. I don't think I do. I can show her the wiretap thing, but... Where can we go to then? We can go to the hotel. Let's go to the hotel then, and maybe we can find some clues about who this chappie is. If we're really lucky, we'll bump into Edgeworth when we're here, and we can have an exciting dialogue outside of the courtroom. I'm sure it'll be really pleasant. I remember this room. I was here before. I stole stuff. It was cool. Ha ha! Hello. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. It's kind of my job, you see. No, not at all. It's kind of my job to pour tea down your trousers, making sure that it's piping hot just before I do so, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. The fact that you're exposing us for harbouring a potential murder in our rooms makes more people want to come here, you see. So, thank you. Huh? They rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir. Whoa! Miss May hasn't been charged with the murder. I too will become famous as the Bellboy who ... if you see what I'm saying, sir. You know, it's quite a coup for the hotel. You see what I'm saying there, sir? Yes, good. The Bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee and got kissed by her. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? Well, it's because I've bought the game and you're in it, Phoenix. You are honoured guest, sir. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Well, perhaps he can tell me about the man. Tell me about the hotel. Why not? Could you tell me about this hotel? Could I bring my family here? Maybe come over Christmas? How much is your punch? Oh, absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Apps Gone Free is now available, so you can go and get some free apps, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater, but I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? What's that? It's when you put a little line under the first line that you do. So we're going to call it the Gatewater Hotel Murder Manor, sir. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. I'd stay here. Whatever floats your tea set, mate. He's crazy too. Everyone here is crazy. Well, let's ask about the man with May. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. Murder is never funny. I knew it from the murder moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the same scent of danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, sir, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Well, it's great. Well, I don't have a photo of him. Maybe you could identify him, and then I'll take a photo. A photo? About Miss May. Oh, her, sir? Yes, well, not to boast, but I knew from the moment that I saw her that she'd do it. Ha! I said that to myself while I was buttering my scones. Do what? What? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. Right, let's investigate the room, shall we? Examine. Although I have examined this before, but now I guess we're looking for a man. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. We have searched all this shabazz before. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Of course, 2 glasses here, suggesting 2 people. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, well, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder, sir. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. You're going to be the talk of the asylum very, very soon. Let's have a look out the window. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fay & Co. law offices, of course. Ah, yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. This guy's sick. Just $5 will earn you a few minutes of A View to a Kill. We're also going to be playing the James Bond movie of the same name behind the customer. Just kidding, sir. By that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Though I think we have now investigated everything in the room. Roses. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers, so I think this is a sunflower. There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. I think that is everything that goes red in the room. No clues here. Is there anything I can kind of present him with? No, that's not going to make him shake. There's not a picture of a victim in that. Let's go to our final location. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to our final location, I'm afraid we are out of time for this particular video. If you have enjoyed it, then please do give the video a like. And if you would like to see more, then please do subscribe to the channel. I've got lots of other Let's Plays and mod videos and reviews and stuff all over the channel. So do have an explore. There's something there for everyone. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.